I've got a quick episode here on our street stock build. I want to show y'all how I went about doing this driver's compartment skeleton work that'll allow us to either weld in steel plates or just pop rivet aluminum pieces in order to make our driver's compartment tin. One of the toughest things to work out is how to do a driver's compartment when you don't have a sheet metal brake. So like me, I'm working with just a MIG welder and a cutoff wheel and tin snips and stuff. I use 16 foot of 1/2 inch square steel tubing. Let's put this all together right quick where that you'll be able to do it too if you don't have a sheet metal brake. For me, this seems like a really easy, straightforward way to do it. I went by the race shop this morning and I bought some 1/2 inch square tubing. A lot of race shops carry this because you can use this for supports, you can use this for body bracing and stuff. Well, it's good for making like a skeleton where you're going to take and like pop rivet or weld steel to it for like doing a driver's compartment or boxing enclosure, stuff like that. Works really well. It's really lightweight. So on this one, what we're going to do is we're going to build our skeleton out. Now I put this tin in the last episode. I kind of needed all of this shape to be welded in solid right here. So that's our base. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start stringing all this out. And so it's going to just give us a structure to work with. So yeah, it's not really that bad. And as long as all of the surfaces are like flat, you know, squares and different shapes, then we can just sit there and cut the aluminum to fit them and then just pop rivet it to it. So it's not as pretty or clean looking as like if you had a metal brake and you did these all the time. Like you definitely can make it look slicker and cleaner. But functional wise, this is a go-to that'll get the job done. So right here, I just spotted that up. That was like a 38-inch piece. It's a little bit long on purpose. And I'm going to bend it up like that right there on purpose. Right here where my shifter is, I know that this piece has got to be 10 inches tall where the shifter is. Because to clear, like I'm looking at my drive shaft and all of that. So I've kind of took some measurements. So I spotted that. So I'm just going to start sticking it together. And this stuff is so easy to work with. You can bend and push and pull it. So I can just kind of start putting it on here and sticking it. And then just cut and grind and put it all together. It's not hard at all, y'all. So that's our first one. That deck's going to turn up. That gear shifter's going to be sitting right there. It's going to clear my drive shaft. Nothing to this stuff, y'all. All right. Now all we got to do is get it straight. Right at the top. See, I'm going to cut this one off and join it into it. Weld that dude up. I got that right where it needs to be. Take that cut-off wheel and cut that joker off right there. That's going to come up there. There'll be a piece here, so there's a couple more stringers going in. I got my brake pedal tied all the way back. That's so that I can make sure that I clear the whole way, the whole travel. Even though I'm going to be way up here working it, you know, if I'm bleeding my brakes or whatever, I need to be able to push it all the way through. I want to be able to reach in here and like get to my transmission filler where I could change the fluid in it and stuff without having to crawl into the car. That would be really nice. Just throw it on the lift, have this wheel off, and just reach in there and do that. So I'm going to get my firewall right back in here. There's no rules on where the firewall has to be in the class I'm on this car in. So let's go 20 inches. We may cut that back a little bit. I'm going to throw that right across there. Let's get that one right quick. Right. There's that. Let's see what this is. Here we go. That one right there goes right there. And up enough there. Now, cut this off here. And you are going to go right in front of there like that. Yep. So I think what I'll do is I'll just leave this tall here, and I'll do the same thing over there. I'll leave it tall because there's going to be a piece I'm going to put in. It's going to go right here, but this piece up here that maybe goes up higher, I may run that all the way up where it doesn't create this deck top up here that like dirt is catching in. There we go. There's that. Come here, grinder. Okay. Everything will just be a little bit easier if I did that, y'all. Oh yeah, right there. Right here, that's going to come up right there. There we go. All right, so we got all the skeleton structure in here. You know, plate goes right here. I got one here. There's a back wall that comes up here, piece here, lower one below my brakes. Another one above my brakes. If your whole brake system was inside, that could be one piece. And of course, then one on the outside wall. And of course, after I put my main tubes in and everything, I'll have tin work that I'll put on the door bars over there as well and the back wall. But this skeleton structure like this, you know, we can MIG sheet metal steel to it, or, you know, we could pop rivet aluminum, or we could bolt thicker aluminum to it. Just whatever the choice is. It's real easy to work with. It took me about 1 hour to do all of this. And I've got a structure that, like, even, for example, if I need to take my my gear shifters out or something, well, I mean, if this is a pop riveted piece that's in here right here, if I've just got this mess I'm working with trying to figure out, I can just drill it out and just pull this panel out if it's not this bent up, you know, piece all together. So it does add some flexibility. Weight-wise, this stuff right here don't weigh nothing. I mean, it's, you know, you're not taking a hit on weight. So if you don't have a brake and you're trying to figure out how to go about doing it, you saw me just do it. It's not that big a deal, y'all. Anybody can build a street stock in their backyard if you really want to do it. So get to it, and I will see you next time.